Hi there, Aries. Welcome to your reading. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your general angel reading for the week of June 20th to 26th of 2022. Okay, cards are coming out really nicely here. We just have one left now. There it is. All right. All right. Okay, well, let's begin here. So, first thing your angels want to say to you is practice, 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 practice some more. It's like there's something you're feeling a little inadequate about that you don't, excuse me, just had some water, now I'm burping. It's like something you're feeling out of your depth about that you don't know enough or something like that. Practice is going to change that a lot. It's also something for some of you that feels like no matter what you do, you're not going to be able to do it right or something like that. And this feels almost like relationships for some of you. Practice. Don't stop communicating. Make sure that you keep trying, that you don't give up. Right? So that's true for pretty much everything in your life right now. Feels like you've got a lot going on, a lot of new stuff going on. And so the practice is what's going to make it a lot easier, less hard, a lot easier, and will become more comfortable, right? Again, though, some of this is about, communication and keeping avenues open between you and yourself, that true. You and yourself. I'm having trouble speaking all of a sudden. And so that's an indication kind of how your energy is. It's like you're stumbling all over yourself because you don't quite know how to say things or what to say or what you mean, and things like that. So keep trying, keep working at it because you can do it. You'll get there, and it'll become almost like a muscle memory situation. So, which is like the easiest way everything could be, right? Yes. Okay. And yeah, have faith. It's all going to work out just fine. It feels like a tough spot right now, but it's going to work out. You have to keep going. Don't stop. Your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive and follow your guidance. Yeah, that's the other part of it, right? Is keeping, when they talked about that communication with yourself, that was, I guess, not a flip of the tongue. That's what they meant. Communicating with yourself, knowing what you are thinking and feeling on the inside of you. And okay, some of you are sitting there going, well, of course I know what I think and feel. Nah, a lot of times you don't, and you don't even realize that you don't until suddenly something points that out to you, right? But so that communication within yourself and that communication with your divine guidance is going to really, really keep you on the right track, keep you seeing seeing the signs, seeing that things are working out, right? So keeping the faith. And so the synchronicity is something to be aware of. Things are going to start, they probably have been doing it for a little while, but you haven't been noticing. Things will be more synchronistic, things will be more in the flow, that they're kind of setting themselves up just before you get there, right? And so it just makes everything easier, and you can just keep striding through without having to stop for obstacles or things like that, right? So that's what's happening. That's what lines up as you practice, as you have faith. Now there's synchronicity. Now you've got flow going. Now things are really starting to hum along, right? So that's what's going on. But you have to notice. And you have to ask for that. Keep that communication going. And this is between you and your divine guides. It's also between you and the people around you, most importantly in your life, right? Your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. So, yeah. Yeah, do you want to see that some more? That's an amazing picture. This is your future as you pay attention and have faith and keep going, keep practicing. Okay. Now, a lot of your life right now has to do with children. So, how does that apply to you? You have children of your own, you have grandchildren, you have the neighbor's kids, you have your siblings' kids, your best friend's kids. Like, somehow this is really instrumental in your life right now. And take this as it resonates, as with everything. This is a group reading. So if this doesn't apply to you or any other part of this doesn't apply to you, don't worry about it. Step beyond it and keep going. Okay? But so the kids are, feels like they're confused. And they just need your guidance. They need your presence. They need your being solid, being grounded, being the same as ever. Because that to them is the security, right? When you don't change. Okay? It feels like there's some other aspect of their life that is really flip-floppy, that is not secure, doesn't feel safe to them. And so you are going to be providing some of that safety in their lives. Now, you can also teach the kids to talk to their divine guidance and ask for help and learn how to receive it and that kind of stuff. You can, depending on their ages, if they're under like 7-ish, then you ask on their behalf, as well as teaching them how, right? Over 7, they're pretty much out of your hands by now, and they're in their own hands. And so that's when they need to know how to handle that themselves. But yeah, spend time with the kids. Just being a presence, like you don't even have to reassure them about things because they maybe don't understand that they're feeling insecure, right? But you can be there and be the solid one, be the anchor, and that will help them. Okay. Now, something's going on that is happening in perfect timing. So whatever that is, it's something that you're thinking perfect timing would have been yesterday, but it hasn't quite happened yet. You can, practice, patience, patience. Oh dear. And so it will happen. You can rest assured that yes, it will happen. Things are proceeding exactly how they're supposed to. And so you will get there. It will happen. The timing will be perfect. And when that happens, you will understand that, oh, okay, now it couldn't have happened before because, or it could have, but it wouldn't have been very good, right? And now it had to get to this point, and all of a sudden things will just click into place, and it'll be perfect, and it'll be beautiful. And then you will understand why it had to wait until then. Okay. All right. Now, your angels want you to know that you are always protected, especially when you are in communication with your divine guides. Asking them for help, asking them for protection directly, asking for clearing of your energy, asking for shielding so that emotions can't affect you. So you still feel them, but you don't feel the need to take them on as your own, right? All that kind of protection, as well as for your possessions, as well as for your family and, all your loved ones. Ask directly for that protection, and it is yours. And so for myself, I've noticed that when I, kind of get in a rut and then I forget maybe to be directly asking for this protection, then something will happen that reminds me, right? So one time, many, many moons ago, our home was broken into, and the person, people, whoever, stole some of our stuff. Our front door was damaged, that kind of stuff. And I was asking my guides after that, like, what's up? Like, how come that happened? And they said to me very clearly, well, you've been forgetting to talk to us. You've been forgetting to ask. And I went, oh, right? It was just a habit. I had gotten out of the habit. And so whatever you have to do to keep in the habit. And so the information that came to me then also was that, you know, we personally were still protected because we were not in the home at the time. We were not injured. You know, yes, you feel violated. Yes, you feel like, you know, that's my stuff. And now you have to try and replace that stuff and, you know, on and on. But we were not injured, and that's the important part. The other stuff was just stuff. Okay, so you are always protected when you talk to them, when you're asking. Okay, so now here we have the daily guidance cards. And we will ask for one last piece of wisdom for you. Oh, Cupid. Cupid is coming to visit. Look at that pretty picture. Yeah, so this is for those of you who are open and receptive. You can come into contact with that special Cupid-driven love. So open your eyes, open your arms, open your heart. Let that happen. Let the love flow. So for some of you, if you don't already have a partner, this is somebody new coming in for you. For those of you who are already in a relationship, this can be a deepening of that, coming to terms, coming to new understanding, deepening that relationship. Beautiful. Well, Aries, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you just more than you can possibly know. And I love you, and I'll see you next time.